Good afternoon to everyone. Now we are going to learn how to divide decimals up to 4 decimal places by 1/10, 1/100, and 1,000. Remember this: when dividing decimals by 1/10, 1/100, or 1,000, move the decimal point in the dividend to the right based on the number of zeros in the powers of 10. We have here an example. Number 1. Alright. Number 1. 68 and 32 hundredths divided by 1/10 is equal to 683 and 2/10. When dividing a decimal number by the powers of 10, we are going to move to the right. Like for example, number 1. So we are going to move the decimal point to the right. Okay. First, let us move the decimal point in the divisor. So, move the decimal point. This is, okay, move. Okay. So, it becomes 1. Then, 68 and 32 hundredths, we are going to move the decimal point 1 place to the right. Alright. So, now the answer is 683.2, or we can read as 683 and 2/10. Okay, next, number 2. 68 and 32 hundredths divided by 1/100. Okay, the answer is 6,832. As our divisor is 100, so we are going to move the decimal point to make it a whole number. So we are going to move the decimal point 1, 2. So 100, it becomes now to a whole number 1. So in our dividend, we move also 2 places to the right. Okay, what we have done in the divisor, 2 places to the right, it also the same as in the dividend. Alright, let's move the decimal point 1, 2. So it becomes now a whole number. It becomes, the answer is 6,832. Alright, next, number 3. 68 and 32 hundredths divided by 1,000. So we are going to move the decimal point in the divisor to make it a whole number. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So it becomes now a whole number 1. Alright? In the dividend, we are going to move also to the right 3 places. Okay. Let's move 1, 2, 3. So remember that 0 is as a placeholder. So we put here a 0. So the answer is 68,320. Next, 7 and 5,694 ten thousands divided by thousands, 1,000s. Okay, the answer is 7,569.4 or 7,569 and 4 tenths. So the solution is you are going to move the decimal point to the right in the divisor and also in the dividend. So we are going to move 1, 2, 3. So 3, 1,000s becomes now a whole number 1. Now we are going to move the decimal point in the dividend. 1, 2, 3. So here is the decimal point. So the answer is 7,569.4 or 7,569 and 4 tenths. Now let's have another example, number 5. And 34 hundredths divided by 1 tenth is equal to 53 and 4 tenths. Now, okay, let's move the decimal point 1, so it becomes now a whole number. So remember that any number divided by 1 is the same number. Okay, in the dividend we will also move 1 place to the right. Okay, let's move 1. So it becomes now 53.4 or 53 and 4 tenths. Now let's proceed to the number 6. 5 and 34 hundredths divided by 1 hundredths is equal to 534. Okay, let's solve. Why the answer is 534? Okay, the same. We are going to move the decimal point in the divisor to make it a whole number. So let's move 1, 2. So it becomes now a whole number. Now in the dividend, we also move 2 places to the right. What we have done in the, as I have said, in the divisor. So let's move 1, 2. So it becomes now, the answer is 534. Alright, next. 534 hundredths divided by 1 thousandths is equal to 5,340. Okay. Okay, let's move the decimal point. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 places to the right. We will move also 3 places to the right in the dividend. Okay, let's move. 1, 2, 3. So we are going to add 0 here in the last 0. So it becomes now 5,340. Alright, next, proceed to number 8. 9 and 6,253. 9,000 divided by 1,000 is equal to 9,625.3 or 9,625 and 3/10. Now, let's move the decimal point. 1, 2, 3. So it becomes now a whole number. Now in the dividend, we are going to move 3 places to the right. Okay, let's move 1, 2, 3. So here is the decimal point between 5 and 3. So the answer is 9,625.3 or 9,625 and 3/10.